Very annoying. What's annoying out there? When they were writing Resident 4, if we turn the MC into half demon, make him fight zombies and demons. Okay, okay. Does it mean that the Lady Farina will sit at the judges' table? Exactly. Oh dear. Sit at the judges' table, what does that mean? We have guessed. Judging from your clothes, you must be outlanders. In that case, it's quite expected that you might not understand our local lingo. Allow me to put it this way. Who should sit at the judges' table? The justices, of course. And who is our Chief Justice? Monsieur Niviette, naturally. Oh my, well then, why is our dear Hydro Archon sitting in Niviette's chair? Come now, tell me, what would the poor people being judged think of that? If it were me, why, I would feel cheated. Our Hydro Archon knows nothing about being a judge. Oh my god. Ouch. Today I received my third cake for the traveler. Nice. That's why Resident Evil's Leon Kennedy looks similar to DMC's Dante. I have no idea who any of these people are. I'm sorry. Well, it does seem like they wouldn't be getting what was advertised. Exactly. Trials will not be as advertised precisely as you say. So, it does mean what Paimon thought it did. Wait a second. Are you sure it's okay for you to make fun of your god like that? Oh, of course. Our Archon loves such jokes. Why, if these words reached her ears, she would tie me to a stone and have me hurled into a deep lake, watching enthusiastically from the sidelines the entire time. What? That does not sound like she would love such a joke, but okay. What? Wow, Fontaine is fun, guys. Fontaine is super fun. But dear guest, do not grieve yet, for our good Arbin is ever so flighty with his words that even a millstone could not sink him. And our Archon would say, it's a miracle, such a romantic ending, while applauding most loudly. In fact, she might even shed a tear or two. Aye, and she might even bestow upon me a model of romantic Fontaine medal. Ah, yes, most romantic. Paymon's not sure what to say here. In any case, let's get to business. Might I ask why you have come to our humble store? Speaking of which, Arbon, do you think our two guests look like the famous adventurers the boss told us about previously? Quite so. One with hair like burnished gold, and the other like shining silver. All right, might the two of you be Lumine and Paimon? You know us? The boss was asking around at the Adventurers Guild about adventurers active in Fontaine, and ended up being told about the two of you. Word is that you're a pretty formidable team. Well, Miss Lumine, looks like we're getting more famous by the day. 'Tis all thanks to you, Miss Paimon. Haven't you been growing a silver tongue lately? All right then. For that, Paimon shall always share her fortune with you. Well then, what would your boss like from us? Unfortunately, he's not in the store right now, so allow us to tell you in his stead. Just a few words, not to worry. To be brief, our boss would like your help collecting data for his Champion Duelist plan. Champion Duelist plan? Ooh! Champion Duelists. She would love the joke while the guy is drowning. It is a plan to use Champion Duelist as the main character. Oh! Who was going to be... Wait, like Corinth? The development centerpiece and the focus of our advertising for a new line of clockwork toys. Alright, that's our business, by the way. Clockwork toys. Have the two of you heard of Champion Duelists? I have. Don't worry, continue. I have, and I only remember because Child told me about them. Our boss believes this to be an excellent cultural institution of Fontaine. As such, toys of this kind may yet sell very well indeed. And if they do get popular outside the country, we can also win honor for our nation. Two birds with one stone, I say. I see Lady Farina herself pinning medals to our chests. So that's the situation. But if you're making toy Champion Duelists, what do you need us adventurers for? Well, you can't develop anything without data, and the strength of the Champion Duelist is honed in all manner of perilous places. Getting data on them isn't easy. But when we heard that the more impressive adventurers do similar things, we thought, why not get adventurers to help us instead? Paimon kind of gets it now. You're going to use adventurers to get the data you need for your line of toy Champion Duelists. That's exactly what he just said, Paimon, but sure. That's false advertising. It's no different from Lady Farina sitting at the judges' table. Well, now it's not quite that serious. It's more like replacing a maritime flower with a mallow tree. That sounds very different. Replacing a flower with a tree? What? What are these guys smoking, you guys? Do you guys think they're on synth? Or, a wooden pillar with a stone one. Doesn't all this mean more or less the same thing? That's what you two were talking about from the start, and we heard it all. We were talking about Le Pot Horlogerie, the watchmaker next door. They're way worse than we are. They call themselves a watchmaker, but they make toys on the sly. That's completely absurd, isn't it? Are Fontainians all like cheats and crooks or something? What is happening here? Oh, you found the door to Kenria. Great. You should send directions or map locations for Beck. Indeed, terribly so. A watchmaker that sells toys? Exactly. And is that not reprehensible? Tell me, what do you like most in this world? What Paimon likes most? Well, it's her best buddy, Lumine, of course. It's really hard to keep replacing my name with Lumine. I really think I should just change my name to Lumine. In that case, if there was a Lumine puppet store, somewhere that you traveled from afar to see, only to find that it did not sell Lumine puppets at all, but instead stocked nothing but a ton of Arbonne puppets, would you not be angered at this betrayal? Would you not cry and scream? Would you not send the boss of that store flying with a single punch for denying you the purchase of your dear companion? Wow. Did he do this? This sounds a lot like he's speaking from experience. You found it with only 30% of minimap for reference. Nice. I'd be furious. I'd punch the store owner straight into a cell in the Fortress of Meripede. Seriously, who'd buy Arbonne puppets anyway? I forgot sometimes that when you actually read some of these dialogues, they're actually really funny. They carry on for a little too long, but they are kind of hilarious. Now that you say so, it would be kind of annoying. What do we do? It would be terrible if puppets of you were to go out of stock. That's a red herring. Don't get distracted. They're selling you a bridge here. They almost got Paimon too. Come now, we were just making analogies, and you know what they say, there's no such thing as a perfect analogy. Well, the things you described do happen. After all, you will not find barrel conches in conch madeleines, will you? Precisely, and such things will only increase in frequency until a day comes when watchmakers stop making watches altogether. But we shall not forgive them unless they change their name to Le Pout Toy Makers. There you go again. You two really love spouting nonsense, don't you? Yeah, they do sound like... They sound like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. But I think that is hilarious. The more you talk, the further off topic we get. So let's just have it now. What do you need us to do? Actually, we do have one request to make before that. Could you two go to Le Pout Horlogerie next door and do a little investigation there? Watchmaking is their main trade, but their latest toys have become so popular they're stealing our customers. We heard the store owner gained inspiration from those toys in Mondstadt, and we're curious about what they might be. For all you know, it might be some alchemy-powered toy that gives off a scent 4 times as sweet as Sunsetia's, which they use to ensnare people. I've heard there's an alchemist in Mondstadt who can do that. A quadruple sweetness Sunsetia? Wouldn't that be Sucrose? Pinky and the Brain? Maybe. As such, could you please help us check it out, dear guest? Our boss is quite concerned. And why won't you go yourselves? Come on now, dear guest. We have reputations to maintain as business people. We can't just walk over there willy-nilly. Exactly. It's for the sake of our reputation. And is one's reputation not one's all? For my part, I must go tell our boss of your arrival, so please, lend us your aid in this matter. To be honest, Paymon's pretty curious. What would toys that take inspiration from Mondstadt look like? Would they really have something to do with alchemy? Let's just go have a look. Thank you so much. In that case, we shall wait for news from you here. Alright, let's go. I need to tell the boss that the 2 guests he invited have arrived. Go and return quickly, then before I die of boredom watching the store alone. Okay. Can we enter the store? No. Alright, let's go to the next door neighbor. Ah, here. There are a ton of something. Talk to Caron, the shop owner. Okay. Caron. Dear customers, I am Caron, the owner of this shop. What can I do for you? Hey there, boss. We've heard that you've come up with an awesome toy, so we'd like to know more about it. Oh, he's got a nice haircut, guys. I like his hair. It's so fancy. Man, the Fontainian NPCs have really nice hair. Of course you can. Still, my elder brother sent you here to seek out information, did he? Oh, elder brother? Your brother? Actually, how did you know what we were here for? Ah, Arbon, Caron, are they brothers? I just saw you walking out from the clockwork shop, that's all. My brother owns that shop, and I know him, and what he'd do. This is right up his alley. Oh, so the owner is a different person, though. We haven't met the owner. Exposed before we could even get started. We should have prepped more before coming over. How are we supposed to know that you're brothers? Now, this isn't a matter of corporate competition, is it? It's brother against brother. Paimon, mind your language, please. Sorry, Paimon's brain gears got stuck there for a minute. Don't worry, even the best made toys have components that will get stuck at some point. It's the same with people. You need to take good care of them. Oh, he's so nice. He seems more reasonable than the other two. Besides, I don't think you're wrong about how my brother sees our relationship. Regardless, I won't take up more of your time than needed. Let me talk about these toys instead. Are you sure this is okay? We're supposed to be secretly gathering intel. Such interesting things you say, dear customers. Our store's real bread and butter is clocks, which we make using techniques handed down from generation to generation. Toys are just my personal hobby. They bring happiness to people, so if I let more people know about them, then is that not the same as spreading happiness? That's such a nice way of thinking about things. Yeah, he seems nice. I like him. My brother would probably say that this line of thinking is too unadventurous. But that aside, why don't you have a look at the toy? I hope you'll like it. I heard that you got your inspiration from Mondstadt. Indeed, I've liked the place since I was little, and when I went there recently, it was indeed a rewarding experience for me. I incorporated the story of an adventure I met there into the toy, but don't set your expectations too high. In the end, it's just a simple clockwork device. Oh! It's the Bennett toy. So he met Bennett. An adventure, so it's not a product of alchemy. An alchemical toy? That sounds interesting, but this adventure made quite the impression. If there's time, I'll tell you his story. Would you like to try the toy now? There's nothing quite like experiencing it for yourself. Please tell us the story, and what does this toy do? Please tell me what a toy inspired by Bennett could do. We'd love it. We'd love to, but they're still waiting for our reply on the other end. We should check there first, and then come back. Paimon really wants to try this adventure toy right away. Alright then, remember you're always welcome here. He seems nice. Okay, let's go back to Le Schultz's workshop. That's his name, Le Schultz. Oh! Here's his brother. Right? I'm assuming. Leave. Leave? Because Louvre, the Louvre is pronounced just Louvre with no pronunciation on the R-E, right? So is his name just Leave? Our two guests have returned. I don't speak French, so I'm just guessing. The two of you are quick indeed. I suspected of people recommended by the Adventurers Guild. I'm Leave, the owner of this shop. Welcome. Hey there, boss. So you and Caron are brothers. We didn't know about that, and he saw right through it, or through us right away. Oh my gosh, I can't read today. Seriously, Albert, you didn't tell them something this important? Seriously, Arbon, didn't we agree that you'd tell them? If you're gonna cut anyone's salary, boss, cut his. Oh my god. Are you two brothers too? What? Don't call this guy my brother. Does that mean yes or no? So what you mean to say is the mission's a bust? You didn't find anything? Well, no. He's a really nice guy, and he didn't mind even though he knew about us. He even told us we could try the toy out next time. That guy. So, is that toy alchemically powered? No, it's an adventurer toy. Those things are so corny. Didn't he say that he incorporated some adventure story into it or something? That's right. How did you know? Did you already investigate the matter or something? I just know him all too well. He's always put something sentimental into his toys without caring about the market situation. If you ask me, adventure stories are long out of fashion. But his shop is very popular, isn't it? That's just ordinary market fluctuations. Once our champion duelist lineup takes the stage, we'll have him beat easy. What is up with this guy? But those aren't real champion duelists. They're the result of us out-of-fashion adventurers play acting. What do the two of you know? This is what we call packaging. It's standard practice on the market, and no one cares how exactly you do it. We're just going to get the data and put it into some popular toy prototypes and claim that it's a story about the growth of a champion duelist. And that'll do the trick just fine. My god. Really? That's it? Paimon feels like there'll definitely be problems this way. It's fine if the story has its issues. It's all about the gimmick. What would you think if I told you that Arbonne and Arbert are in fact ultra-realistic, ultra-high-quality puppets based on the theme of double act? What? They're puppets? Can puppets look so real? Of course they can. That's the power of a double act. Tricks can seem very real indeed. See that? That's the power of packaging. Even a gimmick can when presented the right way, generate interest. Oh, so it was just a trick, you cheater. You couldn't be more different from your brother. That's his problem for not staying in his clockwork lane. If he wants to stick his nose into the toy making business, it's my duty as his older brother to show him what's what. None more conniving than a merchant, I see. Thanks for the compliments. Oh my god! This dude! In that case, eyes up, you two. The data collection will be run by Arbonne and Albert. Well, we're just gonna turn a blind eye to your brotherly conflict. Just don't skimp on our payments. Okay. Oh, the event started. Okay, yay. Okay. Dance, resolution. Oh, these are the... Okay. Should I do these first and then do this? I guess so. I might as well, right? Oh, we meet again. It's not been long and yet I miss you a little already. You sweet talker. Woe is me, loath am I. How the pain stings. Perhaps I'd best get back to work. Let me state first, the planned data collection project will be divided into two parts. One will be run by Albert and the other by me. On my side, we wish to model the agility of a champion duelist, and so we need you to complete a few underwater speed challenges. Do champion duelists train underwater? Who knows? I do not know one personally, and I don't think the boss knows any either. He probably just thinks that it's cooler this way. He originally wanted to install 10 different water drawing mechanisms that can spray jets of water, but eventually gave up on the idea due to the high cost. Only kids would find that cool. Fontaine is the realm of water after all, and this is to be sold in other nations. A little Fontanian flair is needed. Anyway, we've prepared a handbook with relevant details. Please peruse it at your disposal. Are you two raring to go already? Let me take some preparations. Okay. The data collection devices have already been placed over there, so you do not need to worry about them. You just need to focus on completing the challenge. Okay. That was... Wait, did we grab it? Did it work? Did it actually work? Did my plan actually work? That's so funny. I wasn't expecting it to work. Yeah, dolphin diving. Just dolphin dive and you can grab the thing. Alright, let's try this one now. Okay, one moment. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh my gosh, while spinning around. I totally forgot. I would probably need to pee. Oh, wait. I think... Yeah, there's probably BP period stuff. Wow. That brought me up a couple levels. 2 levels. BRB. Okay. Alright, so now we talk to Albert. Are you so eager to begin work already? If you don't mind me saying so, I think this plan won't go anywhere. Might as well go over to Le Horlogerie to have some fun, eh? Is that your honesty coming out to play? Pipe down, pipe down. If someone hears us, it might take me for a hostile spy. Let's leave this topic at that. I mean, I just work here, so let's talk work. Let me state first, this data collection project will be divided into 2 parts. One will be run by Arbonne and one by me. On my side, we wish to model the might of a champion duelist, so we need you to complete some feats of combat. Yes, combat. I love combat. Found some places where monsters often gather and plant data collection devices in the vicinity. You only need to go forth and clear those creatures out. I've already marked the exact locations on your map. Okay. So do you have any questions? No. I hope data gathering session goes like clockwork. Cool. I love battle, so... Oh, there's only 3. Aww, I was hoping for more. The last one had so many more phases. Alright, here we go. Oh, do I need to do it again? Oh, or maybe it's... Oh, I see. I'm dumb. I get it now. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I forgot to change the screen. I often forget that. Okay, here we go. That was just me being dumb. Is this in a different location? It is in a different location. Okay. Oh, so there is more challenges. Oh, that's good. More fighting challenges. Thank you for letting me know, AQ. I'm just really
출발할 때가 됐어.
stupid. We're gonna go talk to and I would have just had a salad for dinner, but I couldn't even eat my salad for dinner because I had meetings. Armand, you seem kind of nervous. So sorry, I get like this when there are too many people around. No worries, no worries. You don't have to rush. We're just here to try out the toy. Sure, I have prepared a handbook for you. Oh, he has a stutter. It's so sad. So nice of you, Armand. We'll read it carefully for sure. It's alright if you don't read it. It's very simple and fun. Do you want to try it? Thanks, I'll give it a go. It's weird to like force the stutter when I'm just not naturally stuttering. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Okay. Attack delay. I don't know. Oh, but this is the toy. The Bennett toy. Yeah, let's begin. I didn't read the directions, so I hope we figure this out. Is it a rhythm game? It says calibrate. Oh, okay. I think it's okay. A, C. A, C. Does it play music the entire time? It's okay, I think. I think it's actually okay. I don't think there's actually a huge problem with my calibrations right now as they are. So let's just do it. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, it really looks like Bennett. It's pretty funny. It is a rhythm game. Very slow though. My reflexes are not fast enough for this. This is pretty fun though. This is actually really funny. Why is this so enjoyable? How many days left in this event? I hope that... Oh, wait, hang on. Hold the button. Huh? Do I want to hit it harder for some reason? Oh, okay. Maybe I do? Hang on. Oh, that's what I do. Okay, okay. I see why people are enjoying this mechanical clockwork toy. Oops. I totally missed like a few just because my brain was not catching up with what I was trying to do. But it's fine, as long as I get the rewards, I guess. Okay. Surprisingly, I only missed 3. Let's try the last one. Oh no, now I gotta press twice. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I'm really bad at this. I hope they haven't started. Okay, let's escape. Let's retry. This is so bad. I am not good at this. Maybe I just need to use 2. Oh my gosh. No, 2 hands does not help. I have to remember this is a rhythm game. I feel like listening to the music would help me. I should actually listen to the music. Yeah, listening to the music has made this a lot easier. Yeah, listening to the music was necessary. Okay. Was that enough though? Or do I need to like do more? Oh wow, I got the score at least. What about this one though? Oh yay! Barely. Oh my gosh, I made exactly 7,000. Lucky. I would have had to redo that otherwise. I'm glad I decided to start listening to the music. Yay! Thank you for the free wish. This will go to my new VA funds. Okay. I don't get a Bennett, I just get a free wish. Okay, so now... Event shop. No, not event shop. What am I saying? I meant... the story. Where's the story? Here it is. I'm so silly. Okay. These guys are funny though. Yes, good night, Hime. Hands, yes. The feedback on the board doesn't look right. Shouldn't we be receiving naught but high praise? It wasn't like this before. Quite unexpected. I suspect foul play. Fortunately, our boss has in his wisdom prepared a contingency plan. These guys are really funny, by the way. If you guys have not done this event, I recommend reading through the dialogue because they are really entertaining. Of course he has. Why else do you think he's the boss? Arbon Albert is leave-in. He's got something for us, apparently. Right on time. Here comes the contingency now. Where the contingency plan? What contingency? That's you. That's what the boss said. But he's not here right now, so let us explain. That doesn't sound good. Just a short explanation once again. Oh dear. During the last 2 days, we released the results of our champion duelist plan to the public. We also started pre-orders that will allow people to pay half the price as a deposit and thus qualify for early access. We also placed an evaluation column. That is to say, the message board at the door of our store upon which people could leave their profuse phrase. Okay, I'm gonna read this, but oh my gosh, the reason I like freaked out was look at these toys. Are these little pair? Are these little pairs? So cute. That's what they called building hype. Just as the boss expected, our store really did get very popular, but very few people placed pre-orders, and the amount of praise left in the other column was also lamentably low. For those who are joining from Hime's stream, and if you are like playing Genshin, how are you enjoying Fontaine so far? Or just how are you doing? Some of you I know, and maybe we haven't checked in a while, so. Just as the boss expected, our store really did get very popular, but very few people placed pre-orders. Okay. Oh, I read that. You lack sincerity this. Where's the internal quality control that? Get with the times. Such are the reviews we've gotten. Looks like the market wasn't quite what you expected, huh? I fear things are not so simple. We have a saying around here that where there's smoke, there's fire. That is to say that something never arises from nothing. In other words, someone is spreading rumors. Baseless, scurrilous rumors that smear us irresponsibly. That irresponsibly invent disparaging fictions and defamatory fabrications. The boss is sure that his brother is the only one who can be behind the smear campaign. The Pao Horlogerie has the most to be worried about if this plan succeeds after all. So what do you want to do? Hire us to smear them right back? Lady Furina above, how could you ever think such a thing? Our boss is Karon's elder brother after all. Even if they might stoop to such low and vulgar means, we will defeat them fair and square. Exactly. Only this way can the elder brother reform his wayward little brother. What are we here for? To get them to reveal what they mean by sincerity and internal quality control, of course. These guys. Reveal that how? Is that not fair? And is Fontaine not the nation of fairness? That's not what fairness means. The boss said that since everyone seems to think that the other party's packaging has been done with sincerity, we should keep pace with them. We shall package our champion duelists as they package adventures. Adding that to our wealth of data will guarantee us a comeback victory. Packaging? They just turned an adventurer's tale into a toy, that's all. That must be it. Please ask them what it is. That story must be the packaging we speak of. That's just stealing. That's plagiarism. I too have heard a little something. It seems that while Caron was drunk, he accidentally let slip that this toy was made due to a certain person. Imagine what a grand tale they must have shared to inspire such words from him. Really? You know? Paimon suddenly got kind of curious as to what that story might be. Why don't we try going back and asking? Yes, I would like to hear the story. Will you? Oh, splendid, splendid. We shall leave this in your capable hands. Oh my gosh. These two fools. Did you ask about the story? I'm counting on you. Okay. Wait, what did we get in our inventory just now? Did I imagine it? Whatever. Oh my gosh. I was at 204, now 210. Wow, the event was great to me today. 6 more wishes. Oh my gosh, maybe I won't have to spend that much money when 4.1 comes around. Ooh, that would be nice. Okay, here we go. Hello again, dear customers. How have you been? Have you tried out the adventure toy, by the way? Hey there, Caron. Actually, we've got some things we wanted to consult you about. And yeah, it's about the toy. Happy coincidence then. I enjoy those, like a fortuitous opportunity to nap. We're just happening to have enough more to buy what you'd like. Ask away. He's so nice. I really like this guy. I also like his haircut. I'd like to hear about the story, or I'd like to hear the story behind this toy. That's right. We've heard that you base this toy on someone. That's got to be the adventurer who's the star of this tale, right? I see. So that's your question. Well, that adventure did indeed leave a deep impression on me. I met an adventurer in Springvale when I was about to leave Mondstadt. It appeared that he had messed up some sort of meal delivery commission. Apparently, he had encountered several waves of monsters on the way there. Not only had he missed the timing, but the food had also been bumped about. Knowing a thing or two about cooking, I helped him make a new serving. Well, that sure was nice of you. Well, but that's not all. You might find it hard to imagine, but that one attempt at cooking resulted in all manner of accidents. The firewood got wet, a big hole got gouged in the bottom of the pot, and while I was plating up, I was hit by some flying stones from out of nowhere. Ow! I hit my head on the mic stand. Oh my gosh. Maybe Bennett's luck is rubbing off on me. Okay, just from hearing the story. One of them even bounced onto my head. Now that one really hurt. You found out that Don't Starve Together and Cult of the Lamb has a crossover. Ooh. Is that good or bad news? Well, the job did eventually get done, albeit with a complaint from the customer that they had cracked a tooth on a stone while eating. Lady Farina above, surely it wasn't the stone that hit us on the head. Was this adventure's name Bennett? That was his name. Wait, do you know him as well? Interesting fellow, that one. Later, he took me out to all sorts of rarely visited places in Mondstadt to show his thanks. It was a pretty rough journey, but the uncommonly beautiful sights made it worth the effort. I would have taken him for a travel enthusiast had he not told me that he had discovered those places by losing his footing during adventures or from getting lost. On the day of my return to Fontaine, he came to say goodbye, and there I asked him if he considered his unlucky disposition bothersome. He just gave me a thumbs up and said, "The world is full of all sorts of people, and maybe I just happen to be the unluckiest. But thanks to that, I've also become the bravest person, and that's given me access to sights only I can see." What a brilliant way of putting things. Walking the path of misfortune with a big smile on one's face, perhaps that's the spirit of a true adventure. Oh, that's so wholesome. This is so wholesome. Thank you for the head pats, Finn. Yes, thank you. I need them. It makes 100% sense because two games have so much in common. Both are dark, sinister games. Oh, good. I'm glad that the collaboration is not so random, you know? That's right. Bennett's the most adventurous adventurer for sure. If bad luck can be infectious, perhaps that adventuring spirit could be too. And with any luck, the latter can spread far further than the former. I wonder, will this story give you enough material for your report? How did you figure that one out this time? Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what we say in Fontaine. If you really wanted to know about the story, you'd have asked the first time. But since you're only doing that now, I can only guess that my brother put you up to it. So you really did know. You know, Payman doesn't get why Leave would have such a dim view of you. You're pretty smart, and you seem like such a nice guy. It's anger, I think. He's probably still mad at me for what he sees as a betrayal. This guy is so nice. I like him. Let's visit him more often. Betrayal? Our family is well known for our skills in making clockwork devices. I've always been good at making toys of that sort. And while my brother isn't quite as good, he's got a real knack for doing business. Since we both love toys, we agreed that when we grew up, we would set up the best toy store ever. But it was only when we grew up that we realized that someone had to succeed the family business. That is to say, this shop. My brother had a big fight with our father over that, and he went to strike out on his own. I, on the other hand, was convinced to stay. And is that not a betrayal? Does that really count, though? Well, it wasn't a show of adventurousness, that was for sure. I was afraid that if I failed to make a name for myself out there, I'd have to come crawling back to the family business. I just couldn't take that pressure. I've always been like that. I'd be the first to cry when we encountered some hooligans on the street, but my brother would have me get behind him with a, "Don't worry, watch me send them flying with my knuckle sandwich." Oh, these two seem nice. Like they had a good relationship. Oh, man. I'm enjoying this story. It's been a while since I've really read an event story, I feel like. Your relationship seems kind of complicated. Well, I suppose that's how things played out. In any case, I'll be here if you have any other questions. You're always welcome here in my store. Do you have any other questions? I mean, I do, but you won't let me ask them. Alright, let's go back to Le Show. Boss, our two guests have returned. Quick as ever, I see. I suppose you gained much from your investigations. You know, Leave, why do you always show up later? Well, I suppose I am remiss. I shall strive to come earlier next time. Anyway, about that toy. You tell Leave about Bennett, he frowns. A toy based on an adventurer named Bennett, I see. Another thing, we didn't ask him, but Paimon thinks your brother didn't badmouth your shop. He doesn't look like the type. Oh, how so? He seems to be sorry about something concerning you. Pass on Caron's words. Leave's gaze passes through to what seems to be a place in the indeterminate distance. After a while, a dissatisfied noise struggles its way out of his chest. If you ask me, I don't think that idiot would do something like that either. Wait, so what was this whole contingency thing about? The boss was just looking for an excuse, I suppose. More likely than not, I say. He is a businessman. Businessmen have reputations to consider. He's the big brother, is he not? A big brother's got a name to uphold, you know. These two are, like, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Say any more, or you'll... Don't say any more, or you'll eat my knuckle sandwich. Yep. Leaves exactly what Caron said he'd be like. Dear guest, I was just thinking that I should go pay that idiot a visit. Are you gonna put your differences aside and go ask him for advice then? Of course not, but if he thinks he's betrayed me and feels bad about that, shouldn't I give him the opportunity to apologize to my face? This guy. He did say that, but Paimon doesn't think that's the sort of betrayal someone needs to apologize for. It's decided. Arbonne, there's no need for any further pre-orders. Return all deposits that's needed and keep that evaluation board. What? Boss, So we're not executing the plan anymore? What about the data collection? There's still time to make adjustments. No, the data collection continues. I have other plans for that. And you've got payments to collect, don't you? I always do the honest business. Suspiciously honest in this case. Yeah, suspiciously honest. That's an interesting way to describe this guy. The boss is the boss, even when he's being stubborn. I wouldn't call his attitude toward toys completely worth it. I'll pay a visit to La Pau Horlogerie. Oh my gosh, I cannot keep pronouncing this word. Once the next 2 days of data collection are complete, I'd like you two to come too. I've got some other things to get settled here in the shop, if you'll excuse me. Yeah, we already did all the data collection because I did the whole thing, so he's got such an odd temper. He's not really going to ask for an apology, is he? Well, would you look at that? Our third party has brought about an opportunity for change once again. Third party? That's the two of you, of course. Thanks to you, the differences between the two shop owners may yet be resolved. That's what happened previously, too. Previously? Have you not noticed how this shop is separated from Le Pot Horlogerie by the Northland Bank? Boss originally wanted to set up shop next to Le Pot Horlogerie to compete with them directly. Now I doubt that they knew about this boss's history when they reserved that space, but in some way they became a mediator in the conflict, didn't they? Oh! Lore, guys? Lore content? Hang on. Northland Bank. Oh, that's super interesting. The Patui love to meddle in other people's business, but this sort of meddling's a first for sure. That's the importance of third parties, just like how a double act still needs an audience. What about solo acts? Would things work with just one actor and one audience? Wait, are you trying to betray me too? You'd better watch out for my knuckle sandwich then. Oh my gosh, these guys. Maybe they didn't intend it, but it seems like someone likes those clockwork penguins. It's the one that talks about wanting to get to know Fremine, right? Sounds like someone who would like to strike up some further collaboration with, if you ask me. We're talking about those clockwork penguins on the table. A diver named Fremine made them, and then he placed them in our store as a consignment. He's a good lad with a pretty face. Fremine, pretty in canon. Nice. I'll take a screenshot of that for Seiya. You want a penguin? The clockwork penguins are really cute. He seems a little melancholy though, like someone who lacks something that should have belonged to him. Oh, that's so sad. It's the same one Arbo makes when he looks at his empty wallet. Don't suppose Remine's in need of Mora, do you? Don't be ridiculous. He didn't even discuss the profit split when he came to talk about the consignment. He wasn't in it for the Mora. True, but what else would trouble a lad of his age? Yeah, and he's a winsome fellow too. I haven't seen the boss ever approve of a consignment. He not only offered to set up an outdoor stall for the penguins, but even proposed a 50-50 split. Unfortunately, one can only call the sales middling. Many people came to look, sure, but there weren't many buyers. The toy is very intricately designed, but I'd say that also makes it harder to play with and harder to fix. Really, I didn't expect that anyone would leave a message about it on the board. Maybe there's a big client behind it. Either way, we should tell the boss about it. Won't do to miss out on a good deal, you know. Wait until 2 days later? Yeah, later. Wait, I want to read the board. Wait, where did the board go? Did they take down the board already? Who's Sugni? Picking a gift? How awesome do you need them to be? The Gardamex. Oh my gosh. Floating aqua buses. Probably convenient as is. Speaking of that, I did have some dealings with Callus. Oh, I was able to make a shipborne merchant. I wonder how his daughter Navia is doing. I'll go say hello if I get the chance. Okay. I really like how many NPCs we get who talk about things, and I should really start checking them out. Hang on, let me send this to Seiya. Okay. Alright, 2 days later. Forgot. Tomorrow, the day after. At 4 a.m. Let's go bother them at 4 a.m. Goodness. You accidentally used a condensed resin for a ley line. Oh no! It's okay. I accidentally took Child's materials again from his boss fight, and I did not need them. I just accidentally grabbed them. Okay, so today's the day we should visit Leave at 4 a.m. I can't believe they're doing business at 4 a.m. I see you're doing well, Karon. But brother, what are you doing here? We haven't seen each other in so long, and that's what you chose to say? I just didn't expect you to come over to see me. I mean, our shops are quite close together, but you never came over. I thought you were still angry with me. I'm not here to talk to you about what happened before. I'm just going to ask you this. That adventurer toy was made because of me, right? Huh? Oh. I knew I wouldn't be able to hide anything from you. Oh! This story is so heartwarming. Wait now. Now Paymon's confused. Wasn't that toy inspired by Bennett? I see you two have arrived as well. I'm sorry for not explaining previously, but I didn't know where to begin. Although that adventurer did give me critical inspiration, my brother was the real reason I insisted on having the toy made. I can see why it might be complicated for you. Karon, your mawkishness hasn't changed one bit. You haven't changed either, brother. I'm more and more convinced that you and that adventurer are the same type of person. I don't have a vision, nor am I an adventure. But you have that same adventurous spirit. Bennett lives in an adventure, while you live for adventure. Did you pick that flattery up from me too? How can that be? You've never been a flatterer. You've never hesitated to tell me that I haven't any fighting spirit, and while the truth is frustrating, it is the truth nonetheless. You've always been trying to be the best toy merchant ever, but I acceded to the family's arrangements, continuing the cycle of clockmaking. Only people like you and Bennett could turn their passions into their profession. I cannot. It would take 100 of me to match your courage. Come on, don't say that about yourself. Yeah, he's so nice. There's no point in hiding this. When my brother first stated his intentions to move his shop next to mine, my first reaction was to consider moving the shop. Father would be ashamed, and rightly so. But in the end, the Northland Bank took that spot and separated us. A happy coincidence again, you could say. Yeah, Arben told us about that. Do you really think the world is so full of happy coincidences that the Northland Bank just so happened to come between us at that time? What do you mean, leave? I had reserved that spot long ago, but a new idea struck me, and so I transferred it to them for a low price. This didn't just come out of nowhere, you know. So you were the one who got them involved. Did you think that your previous decision was too impulsive or something? Ever since I left, my goal has always been to be the greatest toy merchant. But what sort of greatness would that be if the family feud made my brother move away in the process, huh? That smells like concern to Paimon. You were just making excuses when you said you wanted Karon to apologize, weren't you? Apologize? What apologize? Did I ever say that? Wow, that's a real earnest denial considering that you actually did say it. I'm here to congratulate you, Karon. That toy is quite well made. It's been such a long time since I last heard a word of praise from you, brother. I didn't think that. I've also brought you a gift. Here's the data I had these two adventures gather over the last few days. This should help you create something even more interesting. Huh? But weren't you going to make toy champion duelists? That data's important to you, isn't it? That plan's suspended. The market shifted faster than I thought, so some ad hoc adjustments will be necessary. But this data, how could I just take it? You take it when I give it to you, obviously. In that case, I'll take it, for safekeeping. Feel free to reclaim it should you ever need it again. So Lee's other plan was to give the data to his brother. I apologize, dear customers, that I did not ask for your suggestions first before doing this. It's fine, you paid us, didn't you? And this is your personal matter. This was totally worth it if your relationship with your brother can be improved. Our thoughts are aligned in this indeed. I guess this was a successful third-party intervention. Alright, Leave. Karon, since we're all here. Why don't you strike while the iron's hot and work together on something? You're good at making stuff, Karon, and we can have Leave do the advertising. If you do it as a team, it's sure to work out. I appreciate your good intentions, but there's no need. I feel the same way. Wait, so this is what you two are gonna agree on? That Bennett fellow said this too, didn't he? The world is full of all sorts of people. So you did remember that part. The world is full of all sorts of people, and they all have sights that only they can see. If I learned anything from him at all, this would be it. Karon and I are just different people, which is why we've set out on different paths. Perhaps he thinks my path is too adventurous, and I, for my part, can't stand the kind of placid existence he leads. That's right. If the hour hand does the minute hand's work, it will get fired without compensation for the day. And while intense challenges are an adventure, is a simple life not one as well? Everyone's on their own journey of adventure. This was so nice. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've read an event quest all the way through. So, since we've each chosen our direction, let's walk down the path and seek our own unique sights. Unique sights. And I'll occasionally go meet with you. After all, your road will be quite difficult. Don't you worry about me. At least I know how to enlist third parties to help me out of jams. I don't sit around waiting for these adventurers or the Northland Bank, let me tell you that. What will you do when there's a problem that even a third party can't solve? I'm sure you know how the stiffer a gear is, the less durable it will be. I worry that, and if we meet, we'll meet. What else can we do? That's just life. No, you won't be defeated by life, just like Bennett. And if things prove otherwise, yeah? I'll send you flying with a knuckle sandwich. Hey, Brat, listen to yourself talking to your big brother like that. Don't get too cocky. Well, if Lady Farina can sit at the judge's desk for a while, then a little brother can borrow his big brother's lines, right? I see you're figuring us Fontanians out. I'd like to ask you something, so if you're free, let's meet outside my shop later. That's all I have to say today, Karon. I'll be heading back now. Haven't gone back, have you? Well, I must thank you. I'm sure Father would be pleased that my brother and I finally spoke. Can we go into the Northland Bank? No? Maybe not yet. Do you think we'll have a reason to visit the Northland Bank? In the next patch? You were mashing picking up materials. Oh. And let's finish the story with Leave. You're here. Well, you seem to be in a good mood. Thanks to your help, speaking of which, Caron's trip to Mondstadt gave me an idea. Perhaps I should travel around for a bit and find some inspiration of toys for myself. You've traveled the world. You probably know some friends like that, Bennett. Do you have any suggestions for me? We do have a lot of friends, but when it comes to toy inspiration, that might be a bit tough. Why not look for a third party? We're a valid third party, aren't we? And you're referring to the Northland Bank? Do you mean the previous third party? Oh, let me think. The Northland Bank's under the Fatui, and the Fatui you're under. Are you referring to a Harbinger? Do you mean that we can make a toy themed after a Harbinger? Make child action figures. Bro, Bennett out here fixing families, not even knowing it. I feel like it wasn't so much Bennett. I think Leave took the initiative in a roundabout way, ultimately, but he did take some initiative. But oh my god, make child action figures, please. Do you mean... Oh, Paimon gets it. Did you know there's a very special Harbinger whom they call the greatest toy salesman? This is so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't believe this. I cannot actually believe this. Child is gonna be super important in Fontaine. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. Yes, happy pedal noises. I'm super happy. This is so cute. They're gonna try and help Child with this. Oh god. What? Is there such a person? Of course, and he's a real expert too. Maybe he'll inspire you. And you know, a toy merchant and a seller would make a pretty awesome combo, don't you think? Thanks for your suggestions. They've been very helpful. I don't think it would be easy to get in contact with the Harbinger, but I do have some connections at the Northland Bank. I'll see what I can do. Don't forget to invite us to try whatever new toy you come up with. Look at Lumine's face. I need to take a screenshot. Look at Lumine's face. She's like... Yeah... Don't forget to show me the toy you make of my husband. Oh my gosh. She looks so weirdly smug. I love it. Oh my gosh. This has been so cute. I will. Keep an ear out for news from me. Yes, I will. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they even managed to bring Child and his stupid fake toy business into this. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I can't stand this, you guys. Make sure it's anatomically correct. Oh no. Arbona and Albert don't seem to be in today. They took leave, said they had a new idea for toys. Weird if you ask me. They usually can't think of anything but their favorite comedies. Forget about having any thoughts about toys. What's this change of heart about? I couldn't guess. Ooh. I feel like there's so much... Like, that they're like almost foreshadowing. I feel like there's no way they don't bring back like this business with Child or these two guys that went off. I think we're gonna get another like event or something at some point. Man. That's so cool. This has been such a fun quest. I'm 100%. I think I'm gonna post this one too. Like I'm gonna end up posting this one too. I was not expecting to like want to keep a VOD of this, but I kind of do because it was really fun. It was like a surprisingly awesome like event. Okay. And thanks to this event, I have 7 wishes just from today. Wow.